guys, this is Dr. Sadasivam once again with you. I was on a morning stroll today in the morning, and yesterday I had shared a video with you explaining some special skills that CEOs require. And one of that skill is how to stand up for yourself and your company. That's the skill we are going to talk about today with a specific case which was explored by David Patrick, the CEO of Valuetainment. A wonderful person. I'm greatly inspired from him. And this story was taken from one of his archive videos in Valuetainment, guys. That's what we are talking about. Now, typically, when you say you need to stand up for yourself, he talks about a small instance where a CEO of a company, I don't want to take his name for training purposes because I'm a trainer, I'm not here to discuss about or discuss or critique various CEOs in the world. That's not my objective at all, and that is why I'm not telling the name of that CEO. And he talks about that story where that CEO was pushed back and forth by his boss or some regulator, and this guy kept on listening. He wasn't standing up for the rights of his company. Individual is different, but when you are a CEO, you are the face of the organization. You are representing your organization. You are representing your industry. This guy says, how can one be with that lack of spine? Where is his backbone? These are kind of words Patrick uses. He's a very daring guy, and he's the one who uses those kind of words. And being a trainer, for me, learning the right lessons is important. Sometimes one needs to stand up for himself. By doing so, he's taking up the reputation of his company. He's protecting the reputation, brand of his company, of his industry, and he gets a great name as a CEO. Now, he talks about a specific case, and his name was Benmosche. I'm not very, names are not very important. He was a guy who retired as the CEO from MetLife, one of the largest insurance companies in the world. He retires as a very wealthy man, and he goes to Cyprus, purchases a vineyard, and his hobby is to grow grapes and make wines from that. He was leading sort of a retired life. But then came this recession in the year 2008. We all know about that. And that was when AIG, American Insurance Group, one of the biggest insurance companies in the world, was going bankrupt. Right? It was then the MetLife Corporation, AIG MetLife, calls this guy, Benmosche. He calls him and says, please come back and revive our company, AIG, American Insurance Group. It's a very big corporation, all of us know about that. And this guy who was enjoying his retired life gets up from his deathbed. He had only 3 years to live. He was suffering from cancer. He was on steroids all the time. Just 3 years, guys, I'm telling, 3 years more to live. But he takes the request from the AIG and takes the next flight off to US, and he goes there. And he starts steps to revive that company. That's the case study. Guys, the first thing he did was he approached the regulators, the American government, and said, please give me money. They sought $183 billion from the US government. And they got it also, because those days, we all remember, the US government was doling out huge sums of money. We remember those episodes in General Motors, your Ford, and there was one with Chrysler, etc. Those guys approached. So much in the same manner, he approached the US government, and they gave him $183 billion. A huge money by any stretch of imagination, guys. But then, we all know US government, every week there used to be a call, he used to be pushed back. What's happening to our money? What is happening to our money? Once he talks about this particular experience, he tells the regulators, guys, don't make calls again and again to me. Let me do my job. You will get your money along with the interest. We are not like General Motors to run away with the money. This was at a time when GM had not paid all their dues, right? We are not going to tell you what we are going to do with that money. We are business people. We will bring the company back into black. We'll be coming out with a press statement. But please, do not make calls again and again. You don't have to be disrespectful when saying that. from a trainer's perspective, you don't have to be disrespectful when you say that, because the lender will always seek his money back. But sometimes as a CEO, you need to be assertive, and that's what we are talking about as one of the greatest qualities of a CEO. Now, what happens is, within a very short span of time, short span in the sense maybe 1.5 years or 2 years, when none of the major guys who took loans from the US government had turned back their loans, AIG was one of the first companies to return back the complete loan they had taken from the US government. That is $183 billion, along with $23 billion as interest. These figures are quoted by David Patrick in his video in Value Attainment. I have not checked these figures, but yes, the larger point is, at times the CEOs need to take a stand. There, the question of individual doesn't come into picture at all, because when you are a CEO, you are representing an organization, you are representing an entity, you are the face of the organization, you are the face of the industry you are working with. But many a times, we have lots and lots of instances of senior board members don't opening up their mouth because they are interested in the next promotion, they are interested in the next round of incentives, bonuses, etc., etc. And that is exactly where certain CEOs are different from the other CEOs. It is quite possible that those CEOs are not liked by many subordinates, many of his own top management personnel. But at the heart of hearts, everybody feels safe that a very strong man is at the helm of the company. And that's what we are talking about, guys. I hope you like this video. And for more and more such case studies from across the world, we request you to subscribe to this channel. Do remember to press the notification bell so that whenever we come out with these kind of videos, you will get a notification. You can go through those videos and get benefited. Do mark your comments here. I'm so interested in those comments. And if you want to have a knowledge of some other case study, some other topic, any topic you have in mind, be it on leadership, be it on spirituality, be it on philosophy, be it on the stock market, do put that in the comment section. Our team will work towards making a beautiful video. Thank you, guys. This is Dr. Sadasivam signing off till we meet again. Bye-bye. Jai Hind.